The rise of humanoid robots. I got a crazy one for you guys, but honestly, this can benefit you in the long term. And I do recommend men buying in right now. And these are going to be stock and why robots are kind of becoming bigger now. So to start, man, the rise of humanoid robots, it is basically a great investment opportunity. We're going to be exploring the future of robotics and their impact on society, why robotic stocks going to grow a big amount. Talk about some key players like NVIDIA, Tesla, SoftBank, and bots ETF. To start, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not here to tell you guys what to buy, hold, or sell, but I am here to give you guys ideas on what to get and help you make great decisions on your trading. This can be a great video and you guys don't want to miss any of the details in it. Let's get started. If you want to take your investment to the next level, I have an option course down below. It tells you guys how to read charts, option strategies, literally everything that you guys need to know. But you do need a strategy if you guys want to become profitable in options. But I can guarantee you that you'll make your money back within the first day. You guys can check it out. I'm gonna try to make more option play videos anyway to teach you guys more on options. So you guys, it's not really needed, but it's pretty cheap and you will make your money back. So check it out if you guys want. So basically, man, why humanoid robots matter. So honestly, man, if you guys haven't really seen already, they're very, very beneficial. And honestly, man, you buy one and it could probably work 24/7. That's just insane. But innovation is honestly almost near. I think within the next couple of years, you'll see them full time in a factory. And with people like NVIDIA, big key players like NVIDIA and stuff like that, with the training grounds they have, it is just getting bigger and bigger. And honestly, man, Elon Musk said that his robots can learn off of a basic YouTube video, just like humans. It's kind of funny. But basically, man, AI, quantum computing, and now robot. Honestly, man, I'm not gonna lie, when quantum computing becomes a full-time thing, robots can think way faster. Just to give you guys an idea on what quantum computing really is, your computer and a basic computer, basically, let's say you have a maze and you want to calculate your way out of that maze. Your normal computer is going to calculate every way out one by one, but a quantum computer can calculate all of the ways in like one go, basically. Like your computer is going to go one by one, but a quantum computer can do it all at once and get you basically out of that maze faster. And honestly, in pharmaceuticals and stuff like that, looking for a cure and stuff like that, it's going to be way faster. And honestly, imagine robotics using quantum computing. That's going to be insane. But let's get back to the key details of robotics. So basically, humanoid robots mimic human movement, opening new possibilities, and honestly can do basically anything when time comes. Applications, so they're going to be used in healthcare, caregiving, and honestly, industrial automation. It solves real world problems, labor shortages, and aging populations. All right. So one thing that I'm going to make clear, I'm not really for robots because honestly, it's going to be replacing a lot of jobs and honestly, basically replacing humans. And it's kind of insane to really think about. Comment down below your opinion on this, but it is great to get your investment into it because you can make money off of it, honestly, because a lot of people are going to be losing their jobs. And if you invest into it, the stocks are going to keep on rising and you could still make money off the stock market. And there's just jobs that can't be replaced. Like if you day trade, swing trade, and even long-term trade, nobody can really replace that, in my opinion. I mean, robots might be a little bit like faster with trading, might make a little bit more money, but at the end of the day, I think stocks and things like that is never going to be off the table. Other things like social media and stuff like that, robots can't really replace, but it is good to adjust with the current, like what all is going on, because everybody's using AI to make social media things and stuff like that. So as long as you adjust, man, you can be good. But honestly, this is pretty bad because if you're working a 9 to 5, this might replace you and it's already replacing people already. But market growth potential, man. So basically global market right now is 2.4 billion in 2023 and is going to be 114 billion by 2033, which honestly, if we look at some numbers overall, AI is like 5 billion or something like that, or 5 trillion, sorry, like 3 to 5 trillion by 2030. So it is not as big as AI right now, but I think once robotics come out and once they start honestly doing jobs and stuff like that, the market cap will be a little bit more. Bipedal robots, fastest growing segment, basically 54% through 2028, driven by falling hardware costs. Advanced AI capabilities increase real world applications. So benefits, so healthcare, it can assist with a patient care, surgeries, and rehabilitation. Caregiving, support aging populations with daily tasks. Industrial, so perform repetitive or dangerous tasks so people aren't dying consistently. efficiency, reducing costs, and improving productivity, safety, minimizing human exposure to hazardous environments. And this will be better, especially in like nuclear areas or something like that. Humans won't be too far out. And honestly, man, fighting, imagine having fighting robots, somebody just sitting at a computer, and that's the army. That'd be insane. Leading the AI and robotics charge. So basically, the Group N1, world's first open humanoid robot foundation model. The group chip enables robots to learn from human behavior. And NVIDIA basically talked more about this during their meeting. Powers task generalization across environments. NVIDIA stock plus 0.78 as of May 20th, 2025. And they're already a leader in AI chips and now driving robotics innovation. So NVIDIA is a great stock to look at because they're basically making the training ground and honestly making it able to learn from other humans. And NVIDIA is just a key player. And I think NVIDIA is the biggest one you should invest in. Because even if you invest in NVIDIA for robotics, they're diverse and they're basically bigger into AI. And honestly, getting more into the robotics sector, they're going to be gaining big time off of this. Honestly, the key player in it overall. Next one is going to be Tesla. If you guys don't know, they're making robots basically, and they're redefining them. So Optimus robot designed for repetitive or dangerous tasks. Elon Musk basically said that robots are going to surpass their Tesla car business in value. And honestly, I can't wait for that to happen because Tesla stock will spike and probably be very, very big because right now the EV sector ain't looking too good. I'm not gonna lie. Recent demos, so semi-autonomous robots serving drinks. If you guys didn't see that video, basically just serving drinks to people, showing what they can do. So they were controlling it by remote control for now, but I think he wants to make it fully autonomous and just start learning overall. And I think he wants to make it in his factories first. And then after that, he might start selling them. Tesla stock did gain as of May 20th, 2025. But honestly, have your patience with these stocks. I do recommend investing into them now for the long term. And then for the short term, don't trade it based on robots because it's not really that big yet, unless they announce something big and then it starts moving the stock, of course. Next one is going to be SoftBank Group. And if you guys don't know what SoftBank is, they basically honestly, they're basically investors, but they do own Boston Dynamics, and it's a robot company basically, and SoftBank Robotics. And honestly, they're just big into robots. And if you guys ever been to Japan or anything like that, you will see their robots kind of like actually doing tasks and stuff like that, serving drinks, serving people. And honestly, it is kind of insane. Spot is a widely recognized robot dog and long-term robotics investment for over a decade. They've been investing into robotics for over a decade. And now we're finally seeing more and more autonomous robots out now basically, and they can benefit a decent amount, and they invest in other sectors too. So it's a diverse stock if you guys do want to get into SoftBank, and I do recommend getting into SoftBank. So an ETF is basically just a diverse robotics stock. And this is one that if you guys want to get into something and is very, very safe and it's not going to really mess up too much, but also keep in mind that if the overall robotics sector just doesn't work out, this is going to drop. But if it works out overall, you're going to see this one spike up a bunch. Right now it's trading at $30, and I do recommend having this in your long term. And if you're holding it for 5-10 years, this one will probably benefit you the most out of anything else, especially if once robots come out, man, this one's going to spike up. Everybody's going to have FOMO. Everybody's going to get in. So get in before everybody else has like FOMOs it basically. But it's just a overall robotics ETF and AI. So I do recommend getting into this. But they do hold companies across robotics value chain. And honestly, this is just one if you guys want to be a little bit safer. You want to invest in the separate ones because I know Tesla can move a decent amount like up and down. And then the same thing with NVIDIA recently, but NVIDIA is a little bit more safer and honestly gives you some great returns. Why invest now? So getting ahead of the trend. Like I said before, man, people are going to FOMO this once the robotics fully come into service, stuff like that. But humanoid robots are no longer speculative. The market is here. People are seeing robots in action. And with NVIDIA coming out with that training ground, it is showing that it is coming sooner than we thought. Major players like NVIDIA, Tesla, SoftBank are staking claims. Early investment, potential for significant long-term upside. Honestly, man, if you look at stocks like NVIDIA before they got bigger, this is one of those, man. You want to get in before it gets big and before everybody joins the hype. And once everybody joins the hype, that's when you'll see your money come back. Same thing with Palantir. You've probably seen it at $20. You've probably even seen Palantir at $5. So before the hype comes out, you want to get into these stocks overall. And I might make a video in the future, maybe looking at robotic penny stocks, but I have to do a little bit more research. so I can have an actual good robotics penny stock for you guys. So risk and considerations, because honestly, it is very risky investing in something like this. Navigating the robotics investment landscape. So technology is still evolving. Adoption may face hurdles. So if you see like a failure and or you see a robot kill somebody and it gets like banned or something, this can bring your money down a decent amount. They also have high initial costs for development and deployment. So any company, any new company in the robotics are going to become unprofitable and you probably won't see profits for a while. But if you look at companies like Nvidia and Tesla, they already have profits. So honestly, it's not going to like hurt them too much. Market volatility expects fits and starts in growth and diversify and mitigate risk. So honestly, man, the bots ETF is probably the best one if you guys want a safer asset. So the future of robotics. So humanoid robots will reshape industries and daily life. Investment potential mirrors AI and quantum computing booms. So we've seen AI and quantum computer booms, and once like the robotics starts showing more of a growth and honestly come out, you're gonna probably see a boom related to the AI and quantum computing booms. Key drivers, they're having great advancements. And honestly, man, act now to position for the next tech revolution. So honestly, AI was big, and now I think next up is going to be robotics. Join the robotic revolution. So research stocks like Nvidia, Tesla, SoftBank, and bots. Stay informed on robotic breakthroughs. Consider diversified. So basically using the bots ETF, and use sites like Zacks.com, Yahoo Finance for investment insights. Check out our Discord below if you guys want to come chat. Thanks for watching the video. Smash the like button, subscribe if you guys are new. And I make videos like this all the time, helping you with your investment journey.